My subscribers keep telling me that they feel that this person they dealt with was demon possessed. I myself have dabbled in black magic, the occult, very weird esoteric topics, but anyone who's dabbled and gotten deep enough in spirituality will tell you that a lot of these things are real, just like God is real, just like the devil is real, because if God is real, the opposite must be true. It's one of the universal laws of the universe, the law of opposites. Good and bad things get attracted to you in the spirit realm, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, the astral realm. Ask the demon for a favor, and I believe that is what attracted a narcissist to me. You create an intention, and then you do the ritual, and it'll manifest if you do it correctly. If you are proficient in your spiritual practice, I have gotten all the things I've asked for, but they always come at a price. But that's just how the world works. You can say there's all of this weird metaphysical language around these things, and it's why I don't like to talk about them. I believe it muddies the waters more for people who are already lost because of these spiteful, demonic narcissists. Whether demons are real or not, we'll get into that more, but it is a demonic personality. The things they do feel demonic because they are not human. Life is about attracting the things you want to, manifesting the things you want to. I'll be honest, I asked for a certain amount of money. It's a large amount of money in that ritual I did when I did that spell work to summon that demon. And it's a big enough amount of money that it's gonna take a huge life change for that money to appear into my life. Every time I've done something like this, whether it's through contacting angels, meditating and implanting thoughts into my subconscious, all of the things I've done on a spiritual plane, all the psychological tricks, there's things like neuro linguistic programming where you can kind of implant things into your subconscious mind. That's one of the cool things I've learned about life is that it's a very magical place. Life is very giving. If you make the intention to do something and I've never seen someone, myself included, want something 100%, 100%. And I'm not meaning like kind of want it 99%. It's those things that you know you want it and nothing's going to get in your way. It's those things that they come effortlessly. These things are very real and we all know it. Everyone's had almost everyone's had a story about like seeing a ghost. And sometimes you feel it. There's these things like some people will say, well, that's just your intuition. But especially an empath. When you walk into a room and you just feel the tension. No one's saying anything. Maybe like no one is necessarily having weird body language. There's people like that, especially there's people who have a real gift for walking into a place and it's almost like they have a sixth sense, like a psychic medium. There are parts of the human mind, the human experience that most people don't tap into. It's why I'm scared of talking about things like this. But as I mean, I love everyone that watches these videos, and they honestly, we are learning as we go along. I was able to overcome the trauma with the narcissist, even though they did some very demonic, evil things. I've seen their eyes turn black. I've seen them talk about unaliving people. I've seen them do the most wicked things. Oh man, I hate myself sometimes. Like I hate myself for allowing someone like this to invade my life. But what was it about this person? I've explained it in a past video where there was this like aura around this person. I met them at a place that I frequent a lot. And I've been going there for years. But when I met this girl, the very same night, there was just this attraction. Psychologists will want to psychoanalyze it and say, well, something about the conversation and blah blah blah, like she activated your past traumas. And psychoanalysis, guys, that came from the occult. Freud, Jung dabbled a lot in the occult. Like we spoke about, when those people that enter a room and they know something bad has happened here, and they can predict it with pretty good accuracy. There's something to it. There's some, either human beings have re downgraded to like a lower level, or it's possible that we are upgrading to a more higher level, and we're tapping into things that only some people have developed yet. Either way, there's a part of the human experience that's spiritual. No one can prove God exists, but we know he exists. But messing around with this with these narcissists, demon possessed or not, which I honestly, the more I learn about this stuff, the more, and the stuff I know about just spirituality and all that weird stuff, there is something behind these people. It may not even be a demon. There's just some universal force, an evil force. These narcissists, these demons, they really are out there playing for keeps with your soul. Why are they so different? Like I said when I met the narcissist, why has this been the hardest relationship you've ever been in? Why is it so hard to untangle yourself from them? Is it that it's possible that they have some kind of spiritual hold on you, but the narcissist dated you and attracted you on a spiritual level? That's why it's so hard. Most people aren't into all this weird stuff. Most people haven't read hundreds of books on like the occult and psychology like I have. So I can tell you that something feels different about narcissists. There's something off about them, and we all know it. We all knew it, but we chose to ignore it because we're empaths, because we're hopeless romantics like me, because we like to see the good in people, because we actually love them in a genuine way, and we weren't. They were trying to. They were trying to get something out of us, but it was more than that. It was a spiritual. It was spiritual warfare. It is spiritual warfare. They feed on ruining people's lives. They feed on negativity, and it's something, I guess maybe because I there's a small part of me that holds on to hope that this person is just psychologically damaged, and that's it. But when you know what I know, and then now I know what I know about narcissism, the same things you would read in these ancient, well, maybe not ancient, but they're very old books. Demons do the exact same things that a narcissist does. Let that sink in. They try to possess people. They try to invade their minds. They try to own them. They make pacts with them. And if you don't fulfill your pact with them, they want to end you. Those are all things demons do. But the narcissist really sealed my faith in that there is something out there protecting me. Even though all the dumb stuff I've done, I pride myself in saying that I've never hurt anyone intentionally. It was never my intention to. Like a narcissist, where I left my house with plans in my head to hurt someone on purpose. At this point in my life, it just can't be luck anymore. I just know there's something out there like looking out for me. There's a reason. I think it's why I try to help people as much as I can. When I was going through all these rough patches in my life, I would always, and this is when I didn't even believe in God, but I guess I still pray to him even though I didn't believe in him. And I said, if I get through all these things, I will do my best to help as many people as I can. Somewhere, somehow, I did something that made me meet the narcissist. That was my life's karma. But luckily, I know how to transmute negative experiences into positive ones. And now I use it to help other people. I use it to improve myself, because I don't recommend people dabble in black magic. It's dark stuff. Like, and I only I did a lot of spiritual training to get to that point where I felt like I had a great grasp on myself to do things like that. It's like, it's not that it's dangerous, but if you give someone a chainsaw and they've never used one before, it's dangerous. But if you train them, and you maybe they built up the skill to use it safely, then it's not that, it's still a chainsaw, but you have more control over it. That's what like doing something like summoning a demon in ritual magic is. You can say that you're just implanting subconscious thoughts into my mind to make me do these things. But like I said, I've gotten all the things I've asked for. And I don't want all this money to do narcissistic things with it. I'm not gonna like buy Lamborghinis and drive and flaunt my wealth. Like honestly, I'm probably gonna end up giving a lot of it away. Because I've it's not the first time I've asked for money. Like and I'm telling you from experience, money helps. Money makes you happy when you don't have enough of it to fulfill like like if someone's sick and you can't pay their bill, then yeah, that's when money makes you happy. Or you can't eat food, yeah, money's gonna make you happy. But you get to a certain point where money actually makes you more miserable, because what the narcissist is too silly to realize is you can't count on things. You can't Well, you can be buried with those things, but you're not where you're going, you're not going to take them with you. What really matters is being as good of a person as you can be, loving people. Like the narcissist will never be able to fall in love. I've had every hedonistic pleasure you can think of. I've done so many. I feel like I've done everything there is to do. But I mean, it's kind of silly to say, but like most of like the high pleasurable things, I guess, right? And they don't compare at all to just falling in love, which is free. The narcissist will never have a genuine connection with other people. What's the point of having all that stuff if you don't even love yourself? It's demonic energy that's overtaking the world. And people who might be genuinely demon possessed, because of their evil deeds, they're corrupting people who might not even be attacked by a demon. They might just be doing what a lot of people in this world seem to be doing, and you probably notice it yourself after narcissistic abuse. You get a little narcissistic, you're short with people, you kind of take on their characteristics. You think like, well, the world's a hostile place. I'm gonna hurt people before they hurt me. I'm gonna just be defensive. That's what narcissists do. That's why you can never have fulfilling or happy moments with them. They're always paranoid. How could you not be? When you're always plotting, when you're hiding behind a mask. Don't believe the narcissist facade. Their life is in shambles behind those posts they put on social media, behind the lies they tell to your face. Inside, they're a mess. Their life is a mess. They run into other narcissists because narcissists are sometimes really gullible, or when you are that type of person, right? When you are a good person, you usually typically run into more good people. When you're like an athlete, you hang out with other athletes. When you're a doctor, you hang out with other doctors. When you're a bad, evil, narcissistic person, you hang around with other low life people. You date other low life people. Sometimes you get lucky and you run into someone like you, like an empath or just a kind, loving person. But that's rare. That was just a fluke for them. Just like we probably haven't met we've met more nice normal people than we've met narcissists. Hopefully, I think that's probably how it goes for most people. And why is that? It's because we aren't narcissists. We aren't hanging out with those type of people, but the narcissist is, and they deserve each other. These very demonic, selfish people, all and the narcissist is always going to end up getting hurt and bamboozled. It seems like it's our purpose or our duty to protect the world, protect God's people from these narcissistic, demonic people.